Hi guys, I'm a chef in London and I'm going to show you what I make for lunch. So I just finished making this gorgeous fig and onion like chutney slash jam with balsamic vinegar. It smells so good. The vlog for it is posted previously. I just posted it yesterday. And I'm going to make a fig and onion grilled cheese with arugula and it's going to be delicious. So I have a loaf of bread here. It's not sourdough. I think it's like rye bloom bread. Yeah, I got it from Lidl. Cutting up some slices, and if I'm having a grilled cheese, I kind of cut pretty hefty slices because I want it to like stand up to the cheese, and this is going to be like a fairly intense savory grilled cheese because of the fig and onion jam, and I'm using extra mature cheddar, which is my absolute favorite cheese, maybe besides Gouda. I love Gouda. Here are my slices of bread. I know a lot of people put butter on both sides to toast it, but I actually prefer using mayo, which is just eggs and oil. The reason why I use mayo is because it has a higher smoking point, so it doesn't burn as easily as butter, and it's very easy to spread, so you get all the corners, and I think it gives you the best sort of golden brown crust. Obviously, people also use butter for the taste of it, right? Because butter tastes delicious. Mayo is delicious, but I will say butter kind of beats it. So on the inside of the sandwich, I put a nice little smear of butter. Now, is this the healthiest lunch? Probably not, but I don't eat grilled cheeses very often. And if I am taking the time to eat a grilled cheese, I'm gonna eat a proper grilled cheese. You know what I'm saying? Half a tablespoon of butter. So that way on the outside, you get that nice even golden brown coloring, but on the inside, you get that nice flavorful butter, and I'm using salted butter. I have my fig and onion jam chutney, whatever you want to call it. And I'm just gonna spread it on there. And then I have like the more kind of jammy bits I'm gonna put in the middle. Extra mature cheddar. I mean, honestly, this cheese is just so good. Actually, instead of grating, I like breaking it into pieces because I feel like you get chunks that melt differently. So some chunks are completely melted, and then when you bite in, you get like pockets of cheese that are so good. So half of it will go within the fig. The other half I'm just gonna put straight onto the other slice of bread with the butter on it. I have my pan here over medium heat. You don't want the pan to be super hot because then the bread will just burn before the cheese melts. So I have the bread here. I'm putting it mayo side down. And this is just gonna get nice and crispy. Once it gets golden brown on the bottom, I usually cover it with a lid, turn the heat down low so the cheese really has a chance to melt. This is what it looks like at the beginning. Okay, so the bottom is brown enough for me, so I'm gonna put this on top. This could be like really embarrassing if it just falls all over the place, but I'm embarrassed myself quite a lot in front of you guys, so just make sure all the cheese stays inside. I mean, really guys, it's just a grilled cheese. The only interesting part about it is my fig and onion jam that I'm very proud of. And I want this side a little bit more brown, so I'm gonna flip it over. See? And we don't actually have any lids for anything right now. I'm gonna cover it with this. Don't ever say that I'm not innovative. Sorry, but I forgot to say, before you put a lid on, just splash a bit of water in there. And then put the lid. So what the water does is that, well, you can see it creates steam, which creates a kind of hot, steamy environment, which allows the cheese to melt. And then once that steam evaporates, the bread gets really crispy again. And it's delicious. So you get a super melty grilled cheese. Okay, so I've taken the lid off and you can see just like how much more melty the cheese has become because of all that steam. So now I've just turned the heat up a little bit just to get the bread crispy again because it gets a little soft with the steam. Okay, I'm pretty happy with that, so I'm gonna take it off the heat. Booyah. So here is my grilled cheese. I don't know if you can see. Okay. Do I add arugula in it or do I not? I'm gonna add it. I just feel like that peppery bitterness will go so well. So I'm just lifting. Ow, it's hot. I'm just kind of putting it inside. The reason I didn't cook with it in it is because I didn't want it to get super wilted. I'm just gonna let my grilled cheese just chill for like a minute and a half. I know it's really tempting to eat it right away. The cheese just needs to set for like a minute and a half. That way you can actually cut it and enjoy it. It's not like falling out everywhere. Very crispy. It's gotta be diagonal. I wanted a cheese bowl, but I didn't get one. Yum. Super melty. I don't know if you can see inside. This is a bit of the view. I mean, gorgeous or what? Let's try it. Wow. Wow, 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 wow. 10 out of 10, no notes. It is so unbelievably good. I would say for the fig and onion chutney, you really need a sort of stronger cheese to stand up to the sweetness that the onion and the figs came. Extra mature strong cheddar, really strong brie or something like that would be so intense. Like, you need that sort of really salty, kind of funky taste from the cheese. I mean, look at it. It's like oozing out. You need a good proper loaf of bread. Some nice arugula. The arugula cuts through, gives it a bit of freshness. It's imperative that you get crispy bread. You really want that crisp outside surrounding that soft inside, because one of the best things about eating food is when you have a contrast of textures in your mouth. It's literally making me drool. I don't want to drool on camera. My saliva glands are activated. The taking of time of cooking down those onions for 50 minutes, then cooking down the figs for another 25, creating those levels and depths of flavors it's just like so reflected in the final product. Taking your time to do stuff in cooking sometimes is so worth it. Like, yes, there's a lot of ways you can do quick and easy recipes that will taste amazing, but sometimes you can really taste the difference when you take the time to do something. I'm gonna go enjoy this. Thank you guys so much for watching. Love you all so much.